All right. Welcome to Season 4, Race 21 of my F1 2020 My Team Career Mode. We are, of course, in Sao Paulo for the Brazilian Grand Prix. Just got done with qualifying, and we are P5. With our teammate in P3, Lando Norris splitting us, which is interesting because he won last year's, I think it was last year's Season 3's Brazilian Grand Prix. I'm pretty sure it was. And then Hamilton, Bottas on the front row. Now, why that qualifying spot is crucial for Ricciardo is because he's 19 points behind me, so he needs to score. He basically needs to finish ahead of me to close the gap up in the championship standings so that he can have a shot at winning the championship going to Abu Dhabi. So, we will see how it unfolds. Alright, weather, once again, not an issue. So we got on a very long stretch of no real rain-affected races, which is good. And let's get going for the Brazilian Grand Prix. Let's not waste any more time.
Welcome along then to the place where heroes and history are made. It's where the 2008 title was decided in the final corner. And it's the place, a year later, that Jenson Button stormed through from 14th on the grid to claim his one and only Drivers' Championship. It's Interlagos, and it's time for the Brazilian Grand Prix. It's an unusual anti-clockwise race here at Interlagos, where the Sao Paulo locals are packed into the grandstands at each of the 15 corners around this classic 2.7-mile circuit. Two very fast sections bookend the famous and highly technical Sector 2, where getting a good run out of Junção into one of the two DRS zones will be the key to any overtaking prospects today. With me today, of course, is Anthony Davidson. Now, I want to talk to you about Carlos Sainz. As ever, the threat of unreliability is never far away, and indeed they'll be starting out of position today due to a power unit component change. So it's going to be a difficult task to move forward from there.
Everyone has to deal with penalties or reliability issues from time to time throughout their career. You just have to suck up the pain and get on with the job at hand. Today isn't about performing a miracle to put the car back where it should be. It's about effective damage limitation.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Ricciardo, the owner-driver, Pierre Gasly and Matsushita, Albon, Kvyat, Leclerc and Esteban Ocon, Giotto, Verstappen, Lando Norris. They've taken a grid penalty. And Perez, Stroll, Giovinazzi, Kevin Magnussen and George Russell, Latifi, Calderon, De Vries and Carlos Sainz will start from the back of the grid.
So both McLarens ended up taking grid penalties, which elevates Ricardo and myself to 3rd and 4th, respectively, on the grid. Race strategy looks like a one-stopper.
Okay, go through all the gears if you can. We need to make sure the engagement is okay before the start. We're going to want to put some temperature into the tyres and brakes. We need to keep the engine cool though, so don't go too high with the revs.
Now, of course, actually,
the drivers we're racing are Ricciardo and Gasly. Conditions look stable at the moment. No rain currently expected. Dries seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
so scenarios as far as I'm aware, if I win the race and Ricardo finishes 2nd or worse, basically if I win the race, I win the championship. Point differential wise, I think if I finish 2nd, which would give me 18 points, Ricardo would have to finish
no
4th or
rain
worse.
for the time being. Conditions looking good.
Essentially, the only thing you need to know is that Ricardo, in order for him to stay alive in the championship going into Abu Dhabi, he needs to finish ahead of me. Just straight up, that's it. He just has to finish ahead of me. Finished 3rd, and he finishes 6th or worse, then clinch.
The rest of the grid is forming up.
Bunch
Be
of different
patient
scenarios,
and watch for
but
the lights.
there you go. Should be an interesting start. That's 4th. Who's going to emerge out of the first couple corners with the lead? Here we go, getting ready. The Brazilian Grand Prix. 5 red lights. And we're underway. Oh, Bottas got a terrible start. We're going to fly by him. And Hamilton will emerge with the lead. While Bottas drops to 4th, thereabouts. Ricciardo's still fighting him, and actually Ricciardo is going to fall back to 4th. As Lewis Hamilton jumps to the lead of the Brazilian Grand Prix after starting on pole.
That's a decent start. Good job.
Wide. Second.
Come on, you can win that place back.
Actually. crossover. That didn't work. That didn't work either.
Okay, clear. Safety car deployed. The safety car has been deployed. Watch your delta. Make sure you keep it positive as we catch the pack.
Bottas was annoying me.
Okay, slow down, slow down.
Bit
Your
of a-
delta is
bit of
negative,
a-
which means you are too fast. Reduce your pace.
Really steep car, but I'll take the blame for that. I mean, I sort of did that intentionally. I mean, it doesn't like it matters that much or anything. Bottas is out of the championship. Mercedes are out of the Constructors' Championship, so didn't see the harm in doing that. Have two cars pitting. I believe Gasly and Matsushita. So they will be on another set of softs? Yes. Hit the wall.
Safety car is in this lap. Safety car in this lap. Let's make sure those tyres are up to temperature, and remember, there is no overtaking until the timing line. Stay in position until the green flags.
Big move on this restart. On Hamilton to the lead. We go wide. We hang on to it. No, cheeky, getting them side by side with Lewis on the restart, but he got back behind him, and now we're up to the lead. Christian Ricciardo potentially looks for second place.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilize some of this energy.
Fastest lap of the Grand Prix right there. On the restart lap. Oh, that wasn't good. Oh, no. And the same thing happened in Mexico, where I did a rewind. Two cars behind me suddenly swerved off. Hamilton right at my gearbox. Pit window. Lap 13 to 16. That could get extended, we'll see as the race progresses. Go really wide there. Now this time by DRS should be enabled.
DRS has been enabled. DRS is now enabled.
So Hamilton will be coming. I have to believe.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option. Got that confirmed.
Pushing that pit window back to lap 17. Oh, that was lovely. It just went straight into the wall. Lost concentration or something. Uh-oh. Gonna be 3 wide here. Unless I put Hamilton in the wall. Pretty wide. I think I got damage to the front wing there. Oh, Ricardo! What a move by Ricardo! Ricardo takes the lead. Hamilton drops to fourth. Albon goes to P3. Actually, I haven't done a mid-session save yet, so I'll take care of that right now. And now, I think Ricardo is in a position where he is going to absolutely pull away from myself and the rest of the field. Verstappen has a 5-second time penalty. Albon just turns me into the wall. Actually, I was going to check the race director because I know Verstappen has a penalty, as does Matsushita for his collision with Bottas. I imagine he took that during the pit stop. So Verstappen, he will have to serve his penalty during his pit stop, I presume. How did Albon get in front of me?
We need to get past here. Use overtake. Use overtake. ahead is 2.3 seconds. The car behind is gaining on you by 0.5 a lap. We expect the grip levels to start falling away soon. Our gap to the car in front is 4.4 seconds. To your wing.
And I did the same thing I did not that long ago. I just decided to go straight for whatever reason.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
Lost a bit of his front wing there. What's that? Is that for the game? Yeah, I presume Hamilton's going to come in now. But I guess what's lucky for him is that this is around the pit window anyway, so we'll probably just throw on a set of mediums, or I guess in his case maybe a set of hard tires. Just go to the end. Actually, what happened to Kvyat? Did he pit or did he just fall back? No, he just fell back to 9th. So something happened to Kvyat because he was up in like 5th place at one point. Now he dropped back to 9th, so something must have happened to him. Windows is lap 17, and that's when I'll pit. I have no idea what my teammate is planning to pit. Actually, I believe... Oh, no, don't want to do that. I believe everyone is on sauce, so... Or, everyone started on sauce. Ricardo pit this lap.
Let's use overtake and burn some of this
does.
energy.
Teammate is in the pits.
Daniel's in the pits.
Leclerc and Ocon pit behind me.
Push now. We're boxing this lap.
I'll let Max go. He's got a 5-second time penalty. He still has to serve.
Understood. Stopping this lap. Affirmative. Medium tyres at the next stop.
Verstappen will be held here. He has to serve his penalty.
Release, release. Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres.
Stuck behind Esteban Ocon. Matsushita, for some of that earlier damage, he is yet to pit. Unfortunately, Esteban Ocon is just falling out of reach of the DRS. just the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. So he's on a tear right now. Actually, I'm just gonna go here and then pause just so I can fix the headphones. See if that works a little better. Take away that exceeding track limits warning.
You need to slow down before his...
Did I really cut that corner? That's better. Uh-oh.
Caution.
Esteban Ocon right in front of me has an engine failure. Oh.
Mind that.
I was hoping I could swing by his outside, but... There we go, that's a lot easier. And Ocon is out of the race.
Okay, the safety car is
Oh,
out. The
and a
safety car
safety
is
car.
out. We need to form up at a reduced pace. Keep a close eye on that delta time. Make sure to keep it positive.
Safety car is out.
Drop your speed. Our delta is too low and we risk a penalty. Slow your pace
Second
immediately.
safety car of the Grand Prix. second time in this race, we're going to have a safety car restart.
Okay, let's get ready to go racing again. The safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember, there is no overtaking until the green flags. Safety car in this lap. Okay, clear.
Oh, just barely made an illegal overtake there. Now it's legal. Albon pushed back. Here comes Leclerc in the Ferrari. Oh, more troubles in the back there. Another car is slow. One of the Alfa Romeos.
Safety car.
Oh,
No overtaking. Reduce your pace. Keep your delta number positive as we form up.
A third safety car? That's unbelievable. Are you kidding? And Ricardo
The safety car is waiting for the leader. You may overtake it. Overtake the safety car.
Now we have to run all the way around again.
Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta is negative, which means you are too fast. Reduce your pace.
I don't know why that deserved a safety car. That probably deserved a VSC, but not a full safety car.
Safety car is in this lap. Safety car in this lap.
Here we
Let's
go.
make sure those tyres are up to temperature. And
Let's
remember,
do this
there is
one
no
more time.
overtaking until the timing line. Stay in position until the green flags.
Let's try that again. Oh, get a big run on Ricardo! Contact! Side by side! Ooh, bit of contact! We're into the lead! But here comes Leclerc in the Ferrari as I go into the grass! Ricardo back to the inside! Fighting for a championship here. Leclerc hasn't won since season 2.
Let's use overtake and burn some of this energy.
Here comes Kyoto. Oh, Kyoto gets Ricardo. And I actually went a little wide there. Wide. Kyoto just second.
Try to stay with him. He might make a mistake. He could still regain the position.
Carlos Sainz has been a big mover in this race. He started all the way in the back after those grid penalties. As Ricardo is now back ahead of us for the moment. What a wild restart that was. And that wasn't even with DRS. Like I said, Charles Leclerc trying to win his first race since season 2. Did not win it all in season 3.
The stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online.
And Luca Kyoto setting up for his possible best career finish in his rookie campaign with AlphaTauri. Giotto could be a city duck here if he's outside of Leclerc's DRS range. Myself and Ricardo could be storming up behind him pretty quick. And here comes Carlos Sainz out of nowhere.
Okay, the
I
car
did
behind
not-
is catching you by 5/10 a lap. 5/10.
I did not expect that. Sainz caught me very quickly. Ricardo's still struggling to get by Giotto as Leclerc maintains the lead. Ricardo might have Giotto here. There he goes to the outside. Should have got him pretty easily going into turn one. No, Giotto holds his line. But Ricardo gets him to the latter part of that phase of corners. But Giotto, no, side by side. Luca Giotto taking the fight to Daniel Ricciardo. They're still side by side.
Leclerc has the lead.
Tip of the cap, Luca Giotto successfully defending the position for half a lap at least. But there you go, Ricardo's finally going to get it. Ricardo finally, after going side by side with Giotto for almost half a lap, takes P2 and is off after Leclerc in an attempt to retake the race lead. Meanwhile, here we are, behind Luca Giotto, trying to get back on the podium. We got Carlos Sainz breathing down our neck here. We have DRS to defend with. And that was not good.
Okay, box.
That
We're
wasn't good
adjusting
either.
this. Are you all right? Sit tight. The marshals are on their way.
That looked like a big accident. I didn't even see it.
You've lost some time to the car behind.
Four laps to go. Ricardo is there. He's right on the back of Leclerc. Take a massive effort from Leclerc to maintain the lead here.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining. Are you okay? That was a nasty hit.
Didn't intend for
Turn
that
the
to
engine off
happen.
and wait for the marshals.
Didn't intend to do that.
Right, we need to get past here. Use overtake. Use overtake.
Oh, look at that. Ricciardo looking for the lead. I think he's got it. He does. Daniel Ricciardo to the lead of the Brazilian Grand Prix with just 3 laps to go. Don't look now, but Leclerc could be
There's
under
4 laps
pressure
of
from
fuel
Kyoto for second. Fastest lap of the race for Ricciardo.
Keep managing your tyres. Manage your tyres. This is your final lap of the race.
Oh, Kyoto is right on the rear diffuser of Leclerc. There'll be a fight for second right to the end. Oh, Kyoto to the outside of Leclerc for third. Or for second, I should say. Can't get it done. Has able to close on them a little bit. If we get on the podium here, it'll be very crucial for the championship if we can get a couple more points. Daniel Ricciardo will win the Brazilian Grand Prix. Leclerc will be second. Kyoto will be third. They're on the 4th place finish. The championship fight goes
That's
to
the end
Abu
of the race.
Dhabi.
We'll see you in Parc Ferme.
Not just victory today then, but the championship as well. What a spectacular season they've had. Congratulations to the whole team. Talk to me. What do you think it was that sealed the win for them?
It was a question of right place, right time today. We were looking at an entirely different race before the safety car came out, but they were able to take full advantage after the field had been bunched up.
Well, I'm thoroughly exhausted after the excitement of that race, but I'm sure it's nothing compared to our drivers here. They've worked hard to make it up there, and it's great to see them make their way out onto the podium. So let's review the updated driver standings. The top of the standings look a little different after today's result. We have a new championship leader. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
Luca Chiotto gets my vote today.
Well, Ant, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
Well, that was the Brazilian Grand Prix. Ricardo wins. I finished 4th, which means for the championship standings, I lead by 6 going into the finale. Actually, Ricardo, it would have been 5, but I guess Ricardo lost the fastest lap at some point. That went to Carlos Sainz, who had pitted for crash damage. But yeah, 6 points. What can you say? It's going to be myself, Ricardo, for the championship at Abu Dhabi.
Amazing performance out there. I'm sure you're pretty happy with that. Is there a hint of jealousy in seeing your teammate up there on the podium? Or are you happy for them? How do you feel seeing your teammate up on the podium? Why do you think you weren't as quick as your teammate today? It was more like dodgems. Appreciate your time.
Leclerc is going to gain a slight edge in the rivalry. But we're tied still, so there you go. $1.71 million. 100,000 bonus or base payout. 24.61 million. To renew sponsors. Sinetta goes there. Atlantic goes there. 7 goes there. Atlantic goes there. Atlantic goes there. Sinetta goes there. 7 goes there. Yep, everything looks good. Alright, that was it for the Brazilian Grand Prix. We'll see you next time for the season finale at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix.